now.
Throughout my life, the 10 rings gave our family power. If you want them to be yours one day, you have to show me you are strong enough to carry them.
You are a product of all who came before you. The legacy of your family. You are your
Phase
mother.
4 begins.
Whether you like it or not,
Fuck.
you are also your father.
I told my men they wouldn't be able to kill you if they tried. Glad I was right.
Look, action.
Facts.
He's just a criminal who murders people.
Be careful how you speak to me, boy.
I thought I could change my name, start a new life. But I could never escape his shadow.
My son, you can't run from your past.
Is this what you wanted?
You got this.
Thank you.
I got fucking goosebumps. I am in. Holy shit. Dude, I legit got goosebumps off of that fucking trailer. I think that this shit is gonna ignite a whole unreasonable like wave of fad into martial arts.
Hell yeah. I want to do martial arts right now. I'm about to Google, where do I learn? What can we do?
And Joe Rogan's gonna be pissed because, as per him, the only valid martial arts is Brazilian jiu-jitsu. There's gonna be like an uprising in all martial arts across the board. There's gonna be fucking kumites underground. I'm in. Plus, a quick side note. I've always wanted to see like the 10 rings in action. We've always heard, like what's his name? The Mandarin is after the 10 rings. We've heard the name of Shang Chi, and also once again the Legend of the 10 Rings. But I've never seen the 10 rings work. And I mean, mind you, from the Iron Man cartoon, they used to be like jeweled rings, but now they're more like bracelets, bangles, as per like the Final Fantasy jargon, or like whatever the fuck you call that shit. But it's nice to see them working. And holy shit.
Yeah, that was the one thing that exactly for the fans out there, the 10 rings is what the Mandarin was, a classic villain of Iron Man. For those of you out there, you probably might not, if you know Iron Man only from the films, you're like, what? Is that his main villain? Yes, in the comic books, that was the main villain for a long time, the Mandarin.
And the cartoon.
Bro, Marvel's gonna get canceled. Like, what the hell? Come on, the Mandarin. It's not woke. Come on, Marvel, get your shit together.
I don't know. I think it's a fine name as long as they do it tastefully, because like we have mafias like the Yakuza and stuff like that, that's not necessarily racist. So I think the Mandarin might be.
His name should be
the Oriental.
The more I say,
his name should be the Eastern Asian. That would be the appropriate alternative to the Mandarin. I think. I don't know.
Yes, I don't know. We gotta get somebody involved here because I don't know. Like, because is even his Mandarin offensive? I don't know. Like, because that's the language that, they speak in China. One of the main ones.
There's like a weird Asian villain era in comic books, and I think he's like a leftover from that. I feel
Exactly. But anyway, racism aside, the Mandarin had actual 10 rings, like 10 rings, like legit jewels that gave him powers and shit like that. But now, as we saw in the trailer, the rings are really like bracelets that, that are very powerful and shit. And so what did you guys think of seeing that in action?
I mean, that looked cool. But what really stuck out to me was the underwater scene, because automatically I'm thinking about Namor, however you say it. And we get another huge cameo at the end. from the Abomination. So I think that was, I mean, just bringing it back to the MCU, because the trailer could be any kung fu mystical movie, like, but like, you know, with those two cameos, you know, it makes it a bit more MCU-esque, which, you know, we love the continuity.
Right, we got
Marvel.
Abomination and Wong fighting in a fucking pit. What is going on here? Why and what happened? I don't even. I gotta rewatch
that was versus Wong. I didn't even peep
that. Was
Wong.
that
was shit! Wong. I gotta go back and watch it. That's dope.
Yeah,
yo, because he did one of those like circle things and shit. Like,
dope.
Oh, dope.
Yeah, so it's like how to so much in that little snippet, which the brilliant mind of Feige, they did that shit on purpose. Just throw that in there, like, hey, look, Wong, like, boom, he's fighting Abomination. Anyway, like, wait, what? Like,
they
where has
Mortal Kombat just with that, right?
Yeah,
this is the movie that we deserve after having endured Mortal Kombat.
Ooh, word! Because after this, we get to compare fights, which, of course, this is gonna win.
Man,
this trailer beat that movie. The fighting in this trailer beat the fighting in that movie. Like straight up. And I don't know what it is about this movie, the production quality of it. Yes, it's an MCU movie, but I feel like it's on like the bleeding edge of quality. Like the punches felt real. Like fuck, like there was something about the movie itself. And I'm all for an alternative to Anglo-Saxon mythologies at this point. Like fuck, like bring on the Wakandas, bring on the Kung Luns, bring on wherever Shang-Chi is from, which I'm convinced is also Kung Lun.
And that's the part that excites me, right? Because like I said, you know, earlier, right, before we got into it, that I really kind of want to read the books now. No, like even before when they announced they were making the movies, they came out with some new Shang-Chi books, and I was like, it looks kind of cool. Maybe I'll get into it. But after this trailer, I'm like, oh, okay, I kind of want to read one fucking book for real, one of the new ones, and to check it out, man. And what you're saying too, I'm excited about what's the universe that's going to open up from this, like the type of sequels to these movies, the spin-offs to these movies. Like it's going to be an awesome new world of within the MCU to fucking explore.
And I think from what I've heard on the intrawebs, Abomination, I mean, it really wouldn't make a big difference, but I think he's being played by the same dude, but he would just be doing what? Maybe some voice and some mocap. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, would it matter? Like, unless they show him being transformed back, which, by the way, to this day, one of the coolest scenes on earth is the scene in what's his name? Tim Norton.
Edward Norton.
Yeah, Jim Norton's the comedian. Edward Norton's Edward Norton's the Hulk.
The original Bruce Banner.
Yeah.
Well, the original in the MCU.
Yeah. But technically,
let's not forget Eric Bana.
Yeah, Eric Bana, which was unreasonably handsome for a Bruce Banner character.
Yeah, word.
That to the OG.
Oh man, I'm gonna ruin
Bill Bixby.
Yeah, there you go. Boom.
Nice. I don't even know how I got that shit.
Yeah, I know, dude. Shit, that was like that.
Which, by the way, good thing. Quick side note, guys. If you go on YouTube, I mean, you should do it just to watch us and just watch all our shit. But aside from that, I think it was IGN that I've showed it to the guys before. There was an MCU in the 70s. Quick side note, and it had to do with like the Hulk met Thor. Fucking, there was a Matt Murdock who there was crossovers on 70s television. It totally sucks and it hurts the eyeballs to see. But the documentary is pretty lit. It's about 30 minutes long or something like that. It's called the MCU That Time Forgot. Shout out to whoever made that shit. It's fucking amazing. But yeah,
exactly. See, listeners, viewers out there right now, this is why you listen to us talk about the trailer reactions, because you learn about these awesome gems, like these fucking forgotten MCU. I'm glad that there's no forgotten like Shang-Chi version, because I'm sure that would have been a very problematic one if it was done back in the day. Like, no
shit, dude. I mean, actually, it's even darker than you think. It was so racist that it didn't even ever get made. It's like, you know what I'm saying? Like there was no question. Like, no, we're not gonna do that.
All right.
Like that's even fucking worse. But yeah, this shit is, dude. Pre-rating 8.5.
Oh, all right. Pre-rating 8.5. I'm gonna pre-rate it. I'm gonna give it an 8. Pre-rate an 8. I think.
Damn.
Rod, what's good?
Damn, I don't know. I gotta see more. I'm sorry, man.
Nah. You've seen a teaser, you've seen a trailer, you got a pre-rate. It's a pre-rate.
Like, what do you think it's gonna be? So then we could come back and listen and see what we get.
Damn. 8. I'm gonna go with an 8. I was gonna go like 7.75, but that's like weird.
I would have called you racist. I would have called you racist if you did.
Me too. I was ready. Anything below 8. Racist.
Not as the Abomination cameo, and I didn't even know it was Wong. So no, that definitely bumped it up to 8 for sure. That's worth 0.250 for the fans out there.
And
yeah, because that's obviously that's the cool thing about this, right? Because the trailer itself, I'm interested, right? Like even if I forgot it was the MCU, like it looks fun, it looks action packed, like it looks like an action film that I haven't seen in a minute. No, like we used to have all these old school action films, you know, like a Jackie Chan type action films that we don't really get that much, or like the Jason Statham action films. It gave me kind of that vibe. But then when you remember, wait, it's set along the same, you know, world as all these dope epic ones. I kind of want to watch now the first Hulk movie to remember like what happened at the end. Abomination's just defeated, but he doesn't die, right? Like that's the deal, right?
Bro, that fight to this day, that fight holds up. Long ass time ago, we got the Hulk versus Abomination. They were throwing cards, like fuck, dude. Like yo, I'm laughing because I'm actually just bringing that fight back up in my head from that movie. We actually got Hulk versus Abomination, no holds barred.
Word.
In the first Hulk movie, man. Shit.
Yeah, I'm not trying to hate on them though, but I did prefer Joss Whedon's Hulk. And you know, Edward Norton.
Me too.
Like Mark Ruffalo, like he's been crushing it for years. So we could forget. It's the most the Incredible Hulk is the most attached MCU movie, I feel like. And like I don't know. I wasn't crazy about it, but hopefully, you know, the Abomination was cool. Yes. So I'm looking forward to seeing him in this. And who knows, maybe some more cameos. Because when he's underwater, tell me you didn't start thinking about Namor a little bit.
OD,
or no?
Dude. OD. And
I don't know. I just saw the dragon, right? There's a dragon there, and I'm like, I don't know what's good with that. You know, technically, actually, if I remember correctly, all right, this is another throwback. This is why you listen to our fucking reactions. We saw that in Falcon and Winter Soldier, they go to Madripoor, right? You know, for the first time, which is famous in the X-Men universe and all that kind of stuff. Apparently, and this came out in Avengers World, which was co-written by Jonathan Hickman, who had Shang Chi in the Avengers. Madripoor apparently sits like on top of a dragon. And so the island's like a dragon or some shit like that. So now I'm wondering, I saw that shit. Like, what if it all connects to Madripoor and
total possibility. Total possibility. And the one thing I'm wondering is speculating wildly. And I have a feeling that just because their sheer amount of power, I'm calling it now, he's not going to end up with the 10 rings. It's going to be one of those situations where like he wears them to defeat the last bad guy in the movie, and then he puts them away because he's the responsible hero.
Spoiler alert, dude.
Yeah. Preemptive spoilers. Dude, we're fucking ahead of our time. Yo, it's new shit. It's spoilers that we don't even know about. Quantum spoilers.